promise say, they promise change, they promise peace. But why make promises when you can't keep? They see us dumbing, they see us down. They see the children tears in their eyes. And to them, it's all a joke. Cause they don't care, they just want your vote. So if you're fed up, let me hear you say, if you think it's messed up, raise your voice today. Cause we can all make a change like MLK. And it all can start today. So if you're fed up, let me hear you say, if you think it's messed up, raise your voice today. Cause we can all make a change like MLK. And it all can start today. Let's start today. Let's start today. Let's start today.
See, I'm trying to make a change, but where do I start? This world is crumbling, falling apart. And even though it's becoming a better day, it just says we can do to change.
Alright, how do you guys feel now?
Alright.
Yeah? You guys feel like you want to be like politically active about something, some cause? You guys will like celebrate MLK Day again? I don't know about you. The song pumps me up. I just want to go out and do something. The song is Let's Start Today. So yeah, it's a good message. This is an example of a project that is created on board this bus. In these studios with all the tools you're seeing, it's a really cool thing because these kids are creating these projects with us at zero cost to them. Everything we do is offered for free, literally and figuratively. It's a free expression, a day of creative free expression for them. They get to create whatever they want. And among many things, the bus is a microphone for these kids. They get to say what they want, how they want, when they want. And a lot of times just asking kids, like, at this age, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? They haven't ever been asked that, right? They're kind of getting into this regurgitation, repetition. They're being told what to say. They're being told via tests and quizzes what the right thing to respond to is. So the Lennon bus is kind of this just blast to that. We want to give these kids an opportunity to think on their own and do what they want and say what they want. Hopefully, when you leave the bus, when these kids leave the bus, they're so inspired to pursue their passion, to keep creating, and to keep expressing, that they inspire their friends to do so, and their family, and thereby making the world, hopefully, a more peaceful place. Because what's the name on the side of the bus? Lennon. And what was Lennon about? Peace, love, imagine. Unfortunately, he was taken from us way too early, so this bus is picking up where he left off and carrying on his mission in our own way. So Lennon had his way, and we're kind of altering it and doing it in our own way. So it's a pretty cool thing. And how do we keep it free? Who can guess? Yoko, yes, that's actually a huge part of it. The concept was presented to her around 1997, and she immediately was in love with the idea, knew that John would be a huge supporter of it. I mean, it's really cool. There's not many things with John Lennon's name attached to it, so we get this really cool, just kind of like launch pad. Like, the educational tour bus is cool, but the John Lennon educational tour bus is a whole different ballgame. And as you saw, that first session that you guys saw as you walked in, that was an example of an artist session. So artists, being that they're so influenced by John Lennon and the Beatles, they get pumped up about what we're doing too. They'll come out, they'll collaborate with the kids. Everything we do involves students and education in some way. So even with that session, the kids are running cables, they're patching, they're running the mixing session, they are filming it, they're editing. Whatever aspect they want to do, we'll get them into. And because it's an educational experience, they don't have to have ever done that before. So a lot of times, them coming on the bus and touching all this stuff and interfacing with it and creating with it is their first time they've ever been able to do that.
Is that a one-day project?
It's a one-day project. So our experience is an 8-hour day. And usually the kids, it's their choice what they create. It could be a music video, it could be a short story, it could be a documentary, it could be a day of photography, whatever the kids collectively agree on. Traditionally, they do this. They do this kind of, this is actually a short story. This is actually not usually what they do. But the previous project you saw is a typical 8-hour original song and music video on the same day. So yeah, pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
Very cool. So any questions about anything that we just went over?
Yeah, how do the kids get picked to come in?
The school as like a representative, could be music director, could be the principal, somebody that knows the kids and knows that they'll benefit from the experience. And it doesn't have to be a kid that's like a savant on the guitar. You know, like I said, there's no prerequisite, so they can come on completely blank slate. All we require is that they're super excited about creating, pumped on the experience. That's all we need. If we have that, we're good. We're off to the races. Good question.
How many dates do you guys take the bus to, and where kind of geographically?
I think it's around 180 days.
Yeah, close to 200.
Yeah.
Awesome.
180 to 200.
Yeah.
I think the most we did in a year was like 210. Yeah, we have a lot of stops. It's a 10-month tour.
Great.
And yeah, we had a lot of...
How far ahead you booked?
We're, I'd say a few months out. If you look at the schedule right
There'll be
now.
certain things that are booked many months out, or
Yeah.
like we know certain things. Like we'll be at NAMM next year,
Yeah.
but there'll be gaps between events, and so then we start booking in those gaps.
NAMM 2025 is on the schedule. Yeah, we're planning on that. Happens every year.
In our hover bus.
Yes.
LENNONbus.org, it says request to stop.
Yep.
So
It's LENNONbus.org/request.
Could it be a student? I mean, a parent or
It has to be a
parent?
representative of the school.
Representative
A
of the
student could not request the bus.
Talk to the principal about it.
Yes. We actually had that happen where the student was acting and speaking as the principal, and it wasn't,
Because if the
it wasn't the case.
if people, if they, you know,
That
And
was
it
a
was
very,
like,
very
we-
interested young man or young
It was
woman.
a college,
Yeah.
and it was like a recording production college.
Yeah.
So it was an older kid, and so until we showed up, we didn't know that it was a student that had scheduled everything. And then I was like, okay, we need to restructure a little bit,
Yes.
make sure that.
Right.
I don't know how that happened. It was an awesome day. It still worked out great, but it was like, it's a smart student. So
Yeah.
he
Yes.
got,
Surprising
he got
kid.
past everything.
Add another layer to the vetting process.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, how did he do that?
It's kind of like Captain Kirk in the Kobayashi Maru. I rewrote the test. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And one. Yeah.
Yes, or something to do with tribbles in some way.
Yes.
I don't know how that relates, but I just had to say tribbles. So, good questions.
That's cool.
Did you guys want to check out the rest of the bus?
Sure.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So the bus is separated into 3 separate studios. As you can see, it's one big room right now, but we can actually separate those 3 spaces via these sliding glass doors, which are acoustically isolating. As well as visually isolating if and when needed. Come on back, let's check out the rest of it.
This is too cool.
I want one of these.
I don't blame you. Nice gear.
So what you're just hearing as you walked through the audio production portion of the bus was a track that was just recorded with us on Wednesday with Dr. John. And as I stated, everything we do involves students. So we actually had 3 students come on and rehearse with him, like an 11-year-old drummer, which was, he was slamming, as Dr. John was saying. And then a guitar and bassist from a local high school. And he was impressed. Dr. John was like blown away by these kids. So sometimes the level of musicality that we get to work with is through the roof. And they actually got to not only rehearse with him, but they got to play last night on stage with him for his encore for this song. So it was like from the bus to the stage. It was just like,
Wow.
oh, these kids, they're so lucky. I just want to like switch places sometimes, but I guess I get to work on the bus, so I can't ask too much.
Did you engineer the sessions?
Yeah, we all switch around. This
yeah.
one I didn't. This was one of the other engineers. I'm one of 3. Yeah, we live on board the bus, and we're kind of acting as the guides for these sessions to happen, to be completed. And as I said, we educate the kids in whatever way is needed to make the session happen.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is the audio production portion. You can see we got Yamaha keys and drums set up, ready to go. And then back here,
Do you play?
where most of you are. You guys are all getting comfortable with each other, right? nice and cozy. It's actually one of the more interesting rooms. It might not seem like it, but this is first of all, it's our bedroom. Welcome. It's where we sleep at the end of the day. We really do. It becomes kind of like a storage chamber for things like NAMM, because we do have a hotel room for events like this. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is where we rest our heads. This is also the deadest part of the bus, acoustically. So it's treated wall to wall, except for the lack of a wall right here. But it's all good. And the other thing is, it is a pretty rare room. It's actually the only room like it in the entire world, because this material that you're seeing on the walls that's gray, please don't touch it. It's called chromat fabric. Has anybody heard of it? So it's a highly reflective fabric. Every square inch is like 100,000 tiny glass reflective beads sewn into it. So we take a green or blue LED light, a high power green or blue LED light, shine it onto the material, and it becomes green or blue screen instantly, which is insane. Because all of a sudden, a reggae track that's being recorded in the middle of winter in Michigan, when it's blizzarding outside, kids can be on the beach singing their track. It helps a lot. Yeah, so this curtain,
you can do it. Okay.
this is the actual key part. This thing comes across this rail. This comes across the TV, so it becomes a full 270-degree screen. Kids have enough space. We also have a floor mat made of the same material. Usually we do it from microwave stuff though. And yeah, there's also a bathroom right here, hidden. Woo! A little dirty back there too. Closets, mic closet, production closet, vacuum closet, etc., etc. Yeah, that kind of is the entirety of the bus. The CMR, I forgot to mention that, as you walk by, it's our central machine room. It's kind of the brain of the bus, where everything flows through. And everything's powered by Apple computers. We have 2 brand new, custom rock mounted.
Yeah, but I mean, kids get pretty focused in here. Like, they get in here and realize that like they're not going to get told what to do. They're going to get helped to do what they already want to do. And it's like, it's just all we do is clear the way. Like we kick all the hurdles out of the way. It's very fast paced. Like